Hare Krishna, welcome to Gita study session. So we are in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is titled Gnana Vijnana Yoga. Gnana means knowledge. Vijnana means superior knowledge or realized knowledge about the Supreme Lord, about the Lord Himself. So question comes, why I need to know about the Lord? I can just be happy without God in my life. Why should I need to know about the Lord? This chapter is coming from Bhakti Yoga chapters of Bhagavad Gita. From chapter 7 to chapter 12, Krishna talks about himself and Krishna speaks about the means, the marga, the path to attain the Lord by practicing bhakti devotion. For one to practice bhakti or devotion towards the Lord, one has to know everything about the Lord. Like bhakti means a love, right? If I need to love my father, more I know the glories and greatness of my father, more I love my father. My affinity towards my father increases. So similarly, so for us to attain the Supreme Lord, we need to know all the glories and greatness of the Supreme Lord. For us to learn the greatness and glories of the Supreme Lord, Krishna spoke about himself. It appears that Krishna is boasting about himself, but yes, Krishna is telling the facts about himself. The more we hear the facts, glories, and greatness about the Lord, more we develop bhakti and devotion towards the Lord. And one can attain the Supreme Lord within this very lifetime. That is the whole purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita. That is the whole purpose of learning about the God, is to attain the Supreme Lord. For us, going to a place where we don't have to return back, where we don't have to entangle ourselves into this repeated cycle of birth and death. That is possible by learning about Krishna, by practicing the means Krishna has taught to us, the Bhakti Yoga. So in this chapter, first 6 chapters, Krishna spoke about Karma Yoga. Karma means action. Yoga means a path or means to attain self-realization or purification of mind. When we do our actions with proper mindset, with proper consciousness, we will be freed from our negativity or false ego, and we can easily fix our mind towards Krishna. Any work I do as a devotional service to the Lord, as an offering to the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord. When we practice that, Krishna is saying, when we practice that, we don't think we are the cause of our happiness, we are the cause of our glorification, or we are the cause of our suffering. We attribute it to the Lord and be neutral in any circumstance. And when the mind is purified, when we uplift ourselves from the mode of ignorance and passion, lower modes, to the upper modes by the practice of Karma Yoga, we can easily fix our mind onto the Supreme Lord and tread on the path of Bhakti Yoga easily. So that's what Krishna says. You purify your mind. And again, I'm going to tell you the most important thing, that is about the Lord himself, and listen attentively. And where Krishna talks about all his energies, he being the maintainer, creator, everything manifested from the Supreme Lord. And if everything manifested from the Supreme Lord, Lord is present everywhere, why can't we see the Lord? We can't see the Lord because of a covering. It's called Maya Shakti of the Lord. But that covering can be removed by surrendering process. Daivi Yesha Gunamai Mama Maya Dhuratya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Maya Mitam Karantite. By taking exclusive shelter of the Supreme Lord, this covering of Maya will be removed. One can perceive the Lord, the presence of Lord in everyone and everything. And Krishna talks about four types of people who surrender to the Lord, four types of people who do not accept the Lord, do not surrender to the Lord. We'll see that. And Krishna talks about some set of people who do not go to the God directly, but they go to demigods just to fulfill their desires. For temporary desires, the demigods grant us. And Krishna finally concludes this chapter saying one can understand the Supreme Lord, one can attain the Supreme Lord by bhajante mam dhravatam, like meditating on the Supreme Lord with full determination. So that is the essence of this chapter. So we did this verse in our previous session, and as part of this, we covered various aspects of creation, destruction, how everything comes into existence. So I'll give a quick glimpse of all those things. So these 5 elements Krishna is talking about. So we also learned that these elements are very integral part of our life. Our life cannot sustain without any of these elements. These are the elements present in the nature. These are also the elements we are made of. Our body, physical body, is made of these elements. So these elements are a very integral part of our existence and our survival and sustenance. And Krishna talks about all these elements emanated from the Supreme Lord. Just like a cow milk emanated from the cow. It was in the cow, but it came out of the cow, but it is separate from the cow, but it is called cow's milk because it belongs to the cow. Similarly, the material manifestation, the cosmic existence, which includes all these elements, appeared from the Lord, and they are separate from the Lord. And that's what Krishna is going to teach us. So we'll see the Tattvatrayam, like in the scriptures or Vedas and Upanishads, they all talk about these 3 things. Jada, Ajada, Jagadish. In other words, like Achetana, Chetana, and Ishvara. Okay. Achetana means then that element which doesn't have consciousness, like a dull matter, right? So like this water bottle is a dull matter, doesn't have any consciousness. I'm not a dull matter. I have consciousness. I'm a soul present in this body. I have consciousness. I have Chetan. So these dull matters cannot cognize by itself. But the superior matter, the soul, which can cognize by itself. Okay. So Krishna talked about this in one verse, the Chetana, the dull matter, which doesn't have consciousness. Krishna talks about that in one verse, and we gone through many details from Srimad Bhagavatam and various scriptures. So in the following verses, Krishna spoke about these elements from the Sachetana, which is the transformation of 3 modes, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, Sattva, Raja, and Tamaguna. Krishna spoke about this verse. And in the next verse, Krishna talks about Atma. And the verse after that, Krishna talks about Paramatma. Okay, we'll see that. So I'm going to give a quick overview of what we covered in our previous session. So it's so much technical info. In the overall existence, there is a spiritual realm and a material realm. Spiritual realm is called Tripada Vibhuti or Nitya Vibhuti, that which exists forever, eternal. It's 3/4 of the existence. It's super huge. And the material existence is called Ekapada Vibhuti or Leela Vibhuti. That is just 1/4 of the existence. So this includes all the universes. It's not just one Earth planet, right? Many universes. Our science also speaks about multiverse. This universe is not just one, it multiverse. But science is still exploring and still learning. They're not there yet. But our scriptures have all the details, all the facts of this universe and existence, various realms, and so on. So, okay. And we also talked about this creation. So in the beginning of creation, Lord uh, goes to this Karna ocean, from the Lord, various universes get manifested, right? So Lord impregnates Prakriti and he triggers these three modes. The Prakriti consists of three modes: mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Agitates, Lord, Supreme Lord agitates these modes. After that, various things get manifested, like Mahat Tattva. From the Mahat Tattva, like Ahankara gets manifested, which consists of three things: word of goodness, passion, and ignorance. This can be viewed in this simple picture. So from Prakriti manifests the Mahat manifests Ahankara, which consists of three Ahankara: Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika Ahankara. From which various things get manifested. All the Karmendriya, the Indriya, the sense of knowledge or sense of work, everything get manifested. And all the Tanmatra get manifested, like sound, touch, form, flavor, smell. And from whom, like various things also get manifested: earth, water, fire, air, either. Krishna is talking about just this 5 and plus 3, 8. Bhinna Prakriti Rashtada. Krishna talks about this, but these are all detailed. These are all the details how these get manifested. So we covered that in our previous session. And once these elements get manifested, God does this Panchikarna process where different elements get mixed in different proportions. And after which, like, various elements get manifest, various universes get manifested, right? All the universe bubbles will appear from this material, right? And Lord also goes into each and every universe. Once the bubbles are ready, when the shell is ready, Lord goes into each and every universe and he becomes the super soul, Paramatma of the whole universe. So think of like a body, right? So can this body function without soul? No. So same thing. Would this universe function without Supreme Lord? No. That's it. Okay. And when Lord enters the universe, you can see all the details about the universe. I think that is Aditya. Okay. So you can see all the details about this universe. So universe consists of various planetary systems, like various planes, right? So there are 7 up and 7 in the down. Upper planetary systems are called um, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Mahaloka, Tapaloka, and all those things up to Brahmaloka. And there are lower planetary systems, 7 up and 7 down. We are in this middle plane. And all these details are documented very nicely, like what this universe consists of, what is the material it made of, what is the distance between each of these coverings, the earth, water, fire, air, either coverings on top of this, like on the universe shell. So in the beginning of creation, God imparts the knowledge to Brahma to do the creation. From Brahma, various things get manifested. So God does the primary creation and Lord Brahma does the secondary creation. And from Brahma, various things get manifested. The different beings, the living entities, the human beings come into existence. That is Swayambhuva Manu, Marichi, and all those people, all the Saptarishis, and various people get manifested. And from whom various living entities get manifested. These are called like Prajapatis, the progenitors of the whole universe. I can't say like my grandfather name or great grandfather name is not here. So they are not progenitors. So the progenitors of the universe since beginning, all those details, all their names are documented in Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can see the dynasties, various dynasties appeared, like the dynasty where Lord Rama appeared, the dynasty where Lord Krishna appeared, and various dynasties, Lord Kapila appeared, and many details. All these details are very much documented. This picture is still not complete, but it is like high level details. The point is, we are not from monkeys. So when universe come into existence, it lasts for 311 trillion years. 311 trillion years. Okay, and 311 trillion human years. And Brahma lives for 100 years, which is equal to 311 trillion years. So the current age of Brahma is 51. He's 51 years old. And he's recently celebrated his 50 years anniversary. And we are in the 51 years old, and we are in the 51 years time, and we are in the Kali Yuga, right? Kali Yuga, which lasts for 432,000 years. So times 2 times 3 times 4 is this duration is. Okay, so we went through that in previous session. I'm not going to go again. So, but the point is, we are in this Kali Yuga. Brahma's age is 51. We are in this Kali Yuga of 7th Manvantara, right? There are 14 Manvantras. We are in the 7th Manvantara. And we passed only 5,230 or so years in Kali Yuga. So there are a lot more years to come. So we hear these rumors that universe is going to end, or this earth is going to end, or life existence is going to end. No. There are a lot more years to come. We just passed 5,000 years, a lot more years to come. It is also predicted in Srimad Bhagavatam, various places, that there will be robots. Robots will be fighting the wars, and the lifespan will be very short. Now itself it's short, is going to get short, and the human beings also get shorter. So yeah, it's really bad upcoming days. But anyway, so we're in this Kali Yuga, so many years to come. And we also talked about this annihilation. So whatever is created will get destroyed. There are 4 types of annihilation it happens. That is Nitya Pralaya, constant annihilation. Like whatever is created, like tomato or vegetables or milk or anything comes into existence, whatever we see will get destroyed within the same day. So there are some living beings also, like flies, fireflies, or some flies which has very limited lifespan, like hours, just a couple of hours they take life and they die. That's it. So this is called Nitya Pralaya. There is a constant annihilation. There are many people dying every day. It is fact. Many people are dying. Many people are taking birth, and many people are dying every day. It's Nitya Pralaya. And Naimitika Pralaya, this happens once in the day of Brahma. So like 4.3 billion years, right? So at that time, only subset of the planetary systems get destroyed. Not entire universe get destroyed, only subset, only part of it. If you see this to be a 14-story building, only the top 3 will remain, everything get destroyed. Right? Destroyed means the element itself is not destroyed, the material is still there, but it will be recreated. Okay, so it will be immersed with water, entire universe will immersed with water. So this happens every 4.3 billion years. Our life is just 100 years max. We come and go, come and go, come and go. We have been going through this. It's not new for us. But there is Prakriti Palaya. Prakriti Palaya means like not just one universe, many universes. Like everything will get destroyed. Complete universes get destroyed. Everything will go into the body of Mahavishnu for a certain time period. Again, the Prakriti comes into existence after some time by the will of the Lord. right? It comes and goes. It happens repeatedly. The duration is also given. The universe lifespan is 311 trillion years. After 311 trillion years, a complete universe will get destroyed and will go into the Brahma, into the Mahavishnu. Even the Lord Brahma also goes into Mahavishnu and they reappear again. Okay, so that's a previous session. So we'll talk about the other aspects Krishna talks about. Krishna so far talked about the material aspect, that is the Prakriti and various manifestations. And as part of that, we looked at the creation and destruction. And now we look at the other important tattva, that is soul. Soul. Krishna is not going to talk about this, so I'll ask someone to read this.
अपरेयम् इतस्त्व अन्यां प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे परां जीवभूतां महाबाहो ययेदं धार्यते जगत्. Besides these, O mighty Arm Arjuna, there's another superior energy of mind which comprises living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature.
Thank you, Prabhu. So as we know, like if you're playing any sport, there are three levels of medals, right? One is the bronze, silver, and gold medal. Right? There are three levels. So superior than bronze is silver, superior to silver is gold. So Krishna is going to talk about these three things in upcoming verses. Krishna spoke about these Prakriti, the dull matter, Achetana. Right now, in this verse, Krishna is talking about the soul, superior to that. That's what I'm saying. In the previous work, I spoke about the dull matter. In superior to that, there is one more element, that is the soul itself, Atma. And Krishna talked about this Atma before in the second chapter. We looked at all those things, many things of Atma. And Krishna is saying one more thing. The whole existence, one may ask this question, okay, Krishna, you said the whole existence, the whole cosmic manifestation is created by you, is emanated by you for what? What is the reason? It is just for the soul. It is just for the Atma to come into this existence and fulfill their desires. There is a when we come into this existence because of our karma and past desires, unfulfilled desires, we come again and again. So when we come again, we have this three things like dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So like dharma means like one has to follow the rules and regulations of the scriptures as given in the scriptures. Artha, one has to dutifully earn money in a dharmic way. Not just money, any possessions, lands or whatever. One has to earn in a dharmic way. And also one can fulfill the desires. There is nothing wrong in doing that. Okay, so that's what the way of life, dharma or the kama. And if a person want to go above that, after going through many lifetimes, one gets a realization, I'm done with this. I want to attain liberation, moksha, to work on that. What is the path? Krishna talks about karma yoga, gnana yoga, dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, surrender, sharanagati, and all those things. So one can take the paths to attain liberation, moksha. So the whole cosmic existence is for us to come, enjoy through this nature, and also liberate ourselves. It's like this season is called what is it? Appreciation season, like goals and objectives. What is it called? Annual appraisals, right? So we will be evaluated on any organization, like people will be evaluated based on what they have done in the previous years, and they will be given some ranking, meets expectation or needs improvement or meets expectation or exceeds expectation. Right? If a person not following any dharma, I mean, he's considered needs improvement. That person needs improvement. If a person is following dharma and living according to rules and regulations, he meets expectation, and he will attain the heavenly planet because he lived his life in a dharmic way. But that is also temporary. One will be thrown back. But above that, we want to be exceeding expectation. We want to be outstanding in our work, right? So that is our existence, our life also, to have attain that outstanding. So one has to find the path, the means to attain liberation, the moksha. The path of Krishna spoke these two paths. The path of Ashtanga Yoga, it requires intense meditation, meditating on the self. One can attain the self-realization. That takes lifetimes, many lifetimes. Another path is the path of bhakti, devotion. One can easily practice. Susukam kartum avyayam. Krishna says it's easy to practice, easy to understand, easy to learn, easy to attain perfection. When a person practices bhakti yoga, taking complete shelter of Krishna and attaining the Supreme Lord, breaking the cycle of birth and death, that guy is exceeded expectation. So I talked about the soul, the purpose of existence of the soul in this universe and what they do, and how can the soul liberate by following various practices. And Krishna also speaks about this important verse, Dharayate Jagat. Dharayate Jagat, like example, for this body to function, soul is required, right? For this material existence to function, the soul is it is for the soul. Soul must be present. So for example, this dull matter, right? This body is a dull matter, achetana, which doesn't have consciousness, the body. When my soul is taken out from the body, it is considered dead body. You can't call me as Ravi. You'll call me as dead body. Throw this dead body away. I'll be called a dead body. I'll be not called by name. Right? So it is dharet. It is because of this soul being present in this body. It has this identification. Okay. So Krishna spoke about dull matter, the achetana, and also this soul, atma. And now Krishna is talking about the Supreme Lord himself. Okay. So I'm trying to relate again the Chetana, the various 24 material elements, earth, water, fire, air, and many five pancha karmendriya, pancha gnanendriya, and very all these things that consist of 24 elements, mind, intelligence, false ego, all those things. So superior to that, Krishna said there is Atma, soul, and superior to that is super soul, Paramatma, and he is the cause of manifestation of these two things, and he's also the cause of everything, cause of all causes, and it is because of him only everything is functioning, even the chetana or achetana. So we'll see that. So allow someone to read.
एतत् योनिनि भूतानि सर्वाणीति उपधारय अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा. All created beings have their source in these two natures, of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world. Know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution.
Thank you, bro. In previous verse, Krishna talked about the dull matter, the material things, that which doesn't have consciousness, that cannot cognize by itself. Whatever we see, anything material in this world, Krishna is saying he is the source of that. And superior to that, there is a spiritual entity, a material entity and spiritual entity, that which can cognize itself, that which can function, make this material thing to work. Right? So what is the use of phone? It is for my purpose. Right? So if every living being on this universe is not using phone, No, Apple will not manufacture phone. Nobody will manufacture phone, right? So this existence of this phone is just for my purpose, right? For the soul to make use of it. And that is a spiritual entity. The Atma Krishna is talking about. There is a superior entity than dull matter. That is the Atma. And Krishna is also the source of this Atma. It is given in the scriptures, just like fire particles emanate from the fire. If you take a big fire and there are small particles which emanate from the fire, are the particles different from the fire? No. The particle is also qualitatively same, but quantitatively different. So similarly, we, Atma, is also Satchit Ananda. Satchit Ananda is a definition of that which is eternal, that which is all conscious, and that which is all blissful, one that can experience bliss, Ananda, happiness, or bliss. So Supreme Lord is also Sachidananda. We are also Sachidananda. But we are not God. We are different from the God. We are a different entity. The spiritual entity is similar to the Lord, qualitatively same as the God, but different from the Lord, different attributes from the Lord. And Krishna is saying, this thing is also from me. He is the source of all the souls in this universe, in the cosmic creation, cosmic existence. He's the origin of all those things. And Krishna talks about he's the dissolution, like not just the origin, everything comes from the Krishna. Supreme Lord comes into existence and everything goes back into the Supreme Lord. And he is the origin. And the important point Krishna is saying, there is no superior element. He is the superior, and that's it. So Krishna is giving a hierarchy, and Krishna talks about that in the next verse. We'll see that. But before that, we'll talk about these things. So what Krishna said, the material elements, the spiritual elements, everything get manifested from the Supreme Lord. At the time of creation, I spoke about this in detail, right? How everything get manifested. And at the time of destruction, pralaya, everything goes back into the Supreme Lord, right? And the very important aspect, the Prakriti comes into existence and goes out of existence, but it will not get destroyed. It will not get destroyed. For example, right? So if I take a phone, I burn this phone away, it becomes ash, powder, right? And if this existence is gone, the shape is gone, right? But it took a different shape now. It's like powder shape, right? So similarly, so what are the cosmic existence, the earth, various planetary systems, like at the time of destruction, the material is still same. The material is not going to go away, but the presence, the shape, or how they appear, that's going to go away. It will come into existence. And same thing, the soul also, Atma also. Atma, when we get the body, we come into the existence and we go into the body of the Supreme Lord after 311 trillion years. The souls is not destroyed. The soul is Sachidananda before or after also. Even the soul is going to many lifetimes, the soul's properties doesn't change. Even when the soul attains the spiritual world, the Vaikuntha planetary systems, the Jiva Tattva remains Jiva Tattva, only the properties doesn't change. We may get a different body, the body made of Prakriti, this physical body. When you go to spiritual world, we'll have a different body, but the soul Tattva remains same. Okay, so what Krishna spoke about in this verse, that he is different from Achetana, the material things, and also the soul, and he is superior. and he is the cause of existence of material things and also spiritual thing, that is the soul. So much technical aspects, so much technical knowledge. So we'll talk about this wonderful pastime where we can learn how Krishna is the source of everything. Such a beautiful, beautiful story. This is my favorite pastime from Krishna Lila. Okay, this is called Brahma Vimohana Lila. Brahma Vimohana Lila. So in this Lila, in this pastime, Brahma learned that in this universe, he is just a living entity. And like him, there are many, many universes and many, many Brahmas. He learned very late. Okay, so that is the essence of this Brahma Vimohan Lila. So now we'll get into the story. So Krishna, we know Krishna is a supreme Lord. When he appeared in the original transcendental form, like as the Lord who resides in the Vaikuntha or spiritual world. The Lord with the same attributes, same form, he appeared as Krishna. Unlike previous avatara, like Lord Rama, he appeared like a human. If someone asks, Rama, you are a god. If people are saying, Rama, you are a god, and Rama always says, I'm not a god, I'm a human. He's a god, but he was hiding his identity. He was hiding his identity. But Krishna is not at all hiding his identity. Krishna openly declaring that he is the Supreme Lord. But he performed many, many pastimes. He showed his divinity to each and every living being, everyone. The people who were present in that towards the end of Dwapara Yuga, while the time of Krishna, maybe we were also present, we don't know. But Krishna showed his divinity to everybody. When Krishna went as a peaceful emissary to convince or to persuade Duryodhana from not doing this war, not getting into the war. But Duryodhana was against the Krishna. He almost attacked the Supreme Lord. So that time, in front of everybody in the palace, he showed his universal form. So not just in Bhagavad Gita, he showed to Krishna. Krishna showed his universal form to Duryodhana and many people as well. But Duryodhana was fully blind. He did not accept the Supreme Lord, but various people, other people accepted. So the point is, Krishna displayed his divinity openly to everybody. Okay, so when Krishna, one of the pastime where he showed his divinity, we'll look at that. Krishna, he had so many friends, all the small boys, so many friends. When he was growing, he grew. Okay, but it's not like our body, his transcendental spiritual body, but to everybody it appeared like he was growing. So when he was in his childhood age, he had so many friends, so many good friends. He used to play with those friends and he used to hang around with those friends. And one day, like every day, they go to forest in Vrindavana, forest of Vrindavana, along with his friends. And they also take the cows so that the cows can be pastured. They'll eat their food and they'll have a nice picnic, nice good time. So one day there is a big demon called Aghasura. I'll keep it short. Krishna killed that Aghasura and saved all his friends. And it was towards the lunch time. They all decided, okay, they all decided, okay, let's go and have lunch. Okay, so they all sat, they all went. Krishna identified this place. Okay, this is a place nearby this river, such a beautiful place. There are nice birds are chirping and the water flow is really good. So this is a place we have to come and eat. And Krishna told all his friends. And yeah, let's go and eat it. So Krishna was sitting here, and all his friends were also sitting. You can see that Krishna is in the middle, and all his friends are surrounding Krishna. And it is said in Bhagavatam that it appeared like a lotus leaf. If you see the lotus leaf, there is a stem in the middle, the yellow part, which is stem, and there are leaves and petals which are connected to this middle part, middle stem, right? Similarly, all these friends, Krishna's friends, they were surrounding Krishna. They were all connected to Krishna, and it appeared like a lotus leaf. And they're ready to eat their food. It's a lunchtime. They are really hungry, and they started. Krishna said, "Okay, open your lunch boxes. Let's see what your mothers have given to you. Let's go and release the food." So all the kids, they started opening their lunch box. And we all know, like, every mother gives a food which the child likes, right? So there are so many food stuff. All these kids, they bought so many food stuff. But Krishna's mother, she gave yogurt rice with fruits. Yogurt rice with all the fruits, all the delicious fruits. And and not just that, all these children, just like normal children, right? So they are looking at other children's food. They're trying to steal other children's, other kids' food. Hey, what your mom got? Show me. Give me that. I want to try it. I want to taste it. They were stealing the food, each other's food. And also, one guy was taking the food, and he kept in his mouth, and he says, "Okay, this food is so delicious. Let me also feed you." And he was starting feeding everybody, and he also fed Krishna. And it happened like everybody was feeding each other. Everybody was feeding each other. They're feeding the remnants. It was all nice scene. This is something for us to meditate upon. Such a beautiful scene. And at that time, nobody had problem. There is one person, he was really shocked. He totally mystified. That is Lord Brahma. He just now saw that Krishna killed Aghasura, the great demon. He witnessed that. And now to his surprise, he's saying that this little boy is being fed. He's eating the remnants of all these boys. All these boys are feeding each other, and they're also feeding Krishna, and Krishna also eating. And Krishna also held the yogurt rice and all the fruits in his hand, and he was also licking like this. This Brahma was totally shocked. He was like, "Who is this person? He's not my God. I know a Lord who is Vishnu, who is within this universe. I know that person, but this person seems to be different. This person seems to be different." While he was thinking, he made a plan. He want to, uh, he want to make a plan, and he's trying to do something to Krishna. We'll see. So while Brahma was thinking, and all these kids were enjoying, all these cows, they were eating the grass. They were nicely eating the grass. All the cows were enjoying the grass, and they went too far away from these children. Okay, and Brahma saw that all these cows. What Brahma did, he captured all these cows. He stole all these cows and hid them in a cave. In a small cave, he put all these cows. Like, they were sleeping, basically sleeping. He made unconscious, and they were sleeping. And while these kids are eating, and the Krishna realized, like, cows are missing. Where are our cows? Then Krishna ran towards the cows. Krishna said, like, "Okay, guys, don't worry. You guys continue eating. You enjoy your food stuff. I'll go and find the cows." And he went and in search of the cows. He also went too far. He couldn't find the cows anywhere. But Krishna, being the Lord, he knew very well who did this job. Here, Brahma is playing a prank, and Krishna knew very well, but Krishna did not say anything. Let child play. Bacha, let him play. Right? He made Brahma enjoy his leela, his activities. Krishna couldn't find the cows, and Krishna came back. And to his surprise, Krishna's surprise, all the boys were also missing. All the boys were missing. So this Brahma again captured all these boys, and he kept in the same cave, unconscious. So all the boys, all the cows, they were totally hidden. And Krishna knows this. Krishna knows this. And it was getting dark. It was getting dark towards the end of the day, while this is happening. And he did not chastise or do anything to Brahma. He knew very well what, Brahma has a plan, but Krishna has a better plan to teach a lesson to Brahma. So while it's getting dark, it happens, right? So when kids are not coming home, when my kids are playing outside, they're not coming home, I'll be really, shocked, and I'll be anxious, like what my kids are doing. So similarly, all these uh, the ladies, the parents of these children, they were anxious, they were worried, and they were eagerly waiting, and they're searching, where are my boys, where are my boys, where is Krishna? Now what Krishna has to do? He cannot bring the boys back. So what Krishna did is, it's an amazing thing. He expanded himself. He expanded himself as these boys. He assumed the form of these boys. He expanded as all these boys. So some of the boys are like, they were limping, the dress color, the limping, what are the way they walk, what are the mannerism they have, what are the dress what are the dress they were wearing before Krishna appeared in the same form. Krishna, he took the form of all the boys. It was Krishna only. He appeared like all these boys. And not just that, Krishna also appeared like all these cows. There are so many cows, hundreds and thousands of cows. Krishna appeared like these cows. And the scene was like everything was Krishna alone. All the boys and all the cows is nothing but Krishna. And Krishna, along with Krishna's going, they are going back. Everybody is going home. And they hug their parents, all these boys. It's not Krishna now, it's not boys. All these boys, like in the Krishna, in the form of these boys, he hugged. And it is said like there is so much affection between the parents and this child. Uh, they were nicely taken care of, they were feeding their children, but externally to them it appeared like they are feeding Krishna alone. You know? They were thinking like they were feeding Krishna, but the physical body was like the body of some the boys. But the realization they got is that they were feeding Krishna, they were bathing Krishna. That was the desire of gopis. That desire got fulfilled. They want to serve Krishna in this way. And all these boys, the Krishna took the form of these boys and also cows. It went on for 1 full year. 1 full year. 1 full year. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed, like, okay, this is not my child. No, if my daughter, like, she comes to my home, she opens the door and drops the bag and goes. If my daughter comes and doesn't drop the bag and she goes into the closet and hangs the bag nicely, then I think something different. This is not my daughter, this is not my kid, something missing, something different. But in case of these ladies, they did not had any doubt. Krishna made sure he behaved like how they used to behave before. No tinge of doubt or any confusion there. Like Krishna made sure he behaved like that. And it went on for whole full year. And one day, Balarama, Balarama is considered another expansion of the Supreme Lord. He noticed that something wrong here. He did not go that time, so something wrong here. Um, Krishna, he says to Krishna, Krishna, it looks like it is you. All these kids, it's nothing but you. I can see that. I can see that. Then Krishna says, yes, that's right. And Krishna talks about this Brahma. Mm. So while this is going on, it completed 1 year. So Brahma, after he captured this all these cows and boys in the cave, he went for a short break. He went to Satyaloka, the topmost planet, his planet, and he came back. He went in a so fast, within 60 seconds, 1 minute he came back. 1 minute he came back. Okay. When Brahma came back, again to his surprise, he saw all the boys playing like this again. All the boys are playing, all the cows are nicely going and eating the food. It was Krishna doing that, in this form of these boys. And Brahma was totally mystified. What's going on here? I just captured 1 minute ago. I put all these boys in a cave. And what is going on here? I'm seeing the boys again. And he went back to the cave and he saw the boys and the cows. And he came back to this place again and he saw the boys and the cows. It happened couple of times back and forth. He saw like the boys are here, the cows are here, the boys are also in the cave, the boys are what's going on here? At that time, while Brahma was thinking, Brahma realized. He came to his senses. He made a mistake. Oh. While he was thinking, the Lord, you can see from here, this is a beautiful picture. The Lord appeared from the bodies of each and every boy here. So this is a nice picture which depicts the same thing. Right? And also at the same time, there are many Brahmas from many universes come to this place. It was totally mesmerizing. This Brahma was totally shocked. So until now, he was thinking he was the only Lord, and he realized he's just a Jiva soul, and he's just one person, one creator within the universe. There are many creators. There are many Brahmas, secondary creator, many Brahmas within this universe, and he's just a one small living entity. And he came to his senses. He offers prayers to the Supreme Lord. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. You are the cause of all causes. You are the cause of creation. You are the cause of dissolution. I'm just a living entity. My goal is to serve you. And he says, I hate this position. I don't like this position. I wish I'm just a blade of grass in Vrindavana where you and your friends play. I just want that position. I don't even like this position of Brahma, where I am also influenced by your Maya Shakti. Yes, not just Brahma, not just us, any living entity, ant or human or demigods or Lord Brahma himself, everybody get bewildered or illusioned. We are in this illusion by this Prakriti, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So Brahma came to his senses. He's also a normal living entity like us. So he came to his senses and he offered obeisances and prayers to the Lord. And and he desired that he wants to become a blade of grass in Vrindavana. So that ends the story. So it's all about Krishna. And Brahma realized that he's just the glorious and greatness of the Supreme Lord. And he also realized that he's just one living entity. At 7:30. So today was Ekadashi. Today is Ekadashi. So now I want to talk more about the Lord. So I spent so much time or much time on that pastime of the Lord Brahma Vimohan Leela. Okay, so we'll take a break. I will stop here. And we'll see in this verse, Krishna gives an example that the material things, the spiritual things, everything resides on the body. It resides on Supreme Lord. Just as and Krishna is a sustainer and maintainer of all those things. So Krishna gives his example. This is beads like pearls. There are so many pearls, and these pearls are sustained by this thread. If the thread is removed, all these pearls will fall away, right? And Krishna is saying he is like a thread for this entire cosmic existence. And just as like pearls are sustaining on the thread, similarly, the achetana, the material things, and the spiritual, the living entities, we are all part of this Supreme Lord. We are all part of this Supreme Lord. So we'll talk more about this in detail next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. I'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Thank you for patiently listening. So we'll stop here, and please feel free to share your thoughts and realizations. Thank you. Hare Krishna.